Before the world was, and the sky was filled with stars, there was a strange, unfathomable body. This being, this body is silent, and beyond all substance and sensing. It stretches beyond everything, spanning the empyrean. It has always been here, and it always will be. Everything comes from it, and then it is the mother of everything. I do not know its name, so I call it Tao. I am loath to call it greater than everything, but it is. And being greater, it infuses all things, moving far out and returning to the source. Tao is great. It is greater than heaven, greater than the earth, greater than the king. These are the four great things, and the ruler is the least of them. Humanity is schooled by the earth. Earth is taught by heaven, and heaven is guided by the Tao, and the Tao goes with what is absolutely natural. The impossible understanding of what that one essence, what that singular nature, the non-duality of the Tao is. The Tao here is saying this is beyond our comprehension completely. You can't really understand what the Tao or what that singular essence or force is. It's something just beyond your mental capacity. It's beyond any experience that you've had or anything that you can garner from your senses. And that because this world is put into motion and everything is left to play out and flow through all of this creation, that it is limited in its capacity to understand itself and where it actually came from and where it will once again return to. And so in this way, there's not a heaven and a hell or a purgatory or a rebirth in any way that sort of would make sense to us in our current state. The first verse of the Tao says, the Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. And this is a reminder in the 25th verse that, again, just remember, all of the descriptive nature of this book and the attempts to relay the true force and velocity of this creation, it's by and large a misrepresentation of what it truly is, because it is having to be communicated in language and words, and you're having to understand it in the midst of everything that has been created by it. And we, in this creation, understand things through a series of patterns and opposites. But the singularity of the Tao, there is no duality there. There is no opposite of it. It is the creation. And so in this way, because we are grown to understand, and as the Tao says here, be schooled by this earth in a world of opposites, and we understand light because we know darkness, and we understand sound because we know silence, and joy and pain and all of these other things that come together with this creation, that they are just an embedded piece of it. But the creation itself is singular. It is one. And so in this scheme of things that we have on this earth and in this illusion, in this life, we cannot actually comprehend it. And this is a reminder of how great the majesty of that thing is, that we can't even comprehend it. We can sort of point to it, but we can't grasp it in any way, shape, or form, given the constraints of the world that we're currently in. But that, as the Tao says, it sets everything in motion, and then it goes out and returns to the source. And so in the returning to the source, there will be the experience of the one, but it won't be anything that is fathomable by the mere senses and language that we have in this life.